Scan out and say go. And good evening, everyone. For those of you who don't know who I am, my name is Nathan Wright, and I'm one of the 9 elected Six Nations councillors, and I will be giving today's community update on behalf of Chief Mark Hill. I hope this message finds you healthy, safe, and at home with your families. Over the weekend, Ohsweken Public Health Office confirmed 2 more cases of COVID-19 in the community, bringing today's total of confirmed cases to 9. Both began self-isolating as soon as they were notified of their symptoms. I want to thank them for that on behalf of the community. They will continue to self-isolate for at least 14 days, the time it takes a person's body to fight the virus. The people they have been recently in contact with have also entered self-isolation as they wait for the results of their own tests. Again, the latest case brings a total number of confirmed cases of COVID-19 in 6 nations to 9. With respect, I need everyone to listen closely. Our actions over the next week will help keep that number from growing much higher. Or they could very well add to the new category to these reports, the number of deaths. Under normal circumstances, this weekend would be a time to gather with your family and friends under the spring sun. The longer days and the warmth they bring will be tempting, but we are begging you to not only make plans that involve staying home with only those that live there. This needs to be an Easter with only immediate family who live with you. If not, this could very well become a spring full of suffering and loss. This weekend should be no different than any other day in the past few weeks. You are still responsible for staying at home and keeping yourself and your family safe from this sickness. Do not go into public places unless absolutely necessary. If you absolutely must go out, go alone and monitor your surroundings, keeping distance of 2 meters away from the people around you. Wash your hands regularly while out in public and again when you return home, and do this for 20 seconds. It takes at least 20 seconds of hand washing to kill any of the germs that are on your hands. Over the weekend, you should have received an emergency alert on your cell phone. If you did not, I will read it for you. Stop the spread. COVID-19 can be deadly. The time to act is now. Everybody but essential workers needs to stay home. Only go out if absolutely necessary to pick up groceries, prescriptions, or to go to medical appointments. Ignoring self-isolation and physical distancing advice can have devastating effects and endanger lives. So protect yourself and others by staying home. I want to repeat, Easter 2020 is not a time to gather. This could have devastating effects for your family and our community. Many churches and community groups are arranging for online services and activities. Please look to these and make this Easter a virtual one. We ask that you save any scheduled celebrations for when we as a community have completely eliminated the COVID-19 virus in our community. Then we can gather and celebrate with a good mind, recognizing all the sacrifices we have made to protect the safety, health, and lives of everyone in our community. Don't take a chance, just stay home. We want to remind you that people can pass the virus unknowingly for 2 days before they start experiencing symptoms. Community members are strongly encouraged to monitor themselves and symptoms of COVID-19. These symptoms are fever, chills, sweats, new or worse cough, sore throat, body aches, or shortness of breath. If you start developing these symptoms, begin self-isolating in your home immediately and away from others as much as possible. Then your next move is to call Six Nations COVID-19 Information and Assessment Center at 226-446-9909 or toll free at 1-855-977-7737. You will be assessed over the phone by a nurse and/or physician who will determine if a test is needed. You will also be given instructions on how to prevent the transmission of this virus in your own home. Please remember that any person or home under self-isolation should not receive any visitors. Please remember that our Six Nations healthcare emergencies service professionals and essential service staff are on the front lines of this pandemic, doing everything possible to stop the spread in our community. They go to work every day for you. Please stay home for them. Yawa, and thank you.